you just get enough so that you could see that that would be the full size. Okay, now you need to sew on the side that would be the inside part. It doesn't look, it's more nubby, it's not as clean as the outside part. So you would just make a chain stitch. And a chain stitch is just a stitch that you put inside. I'll show you. Just make another loop. Now you look to see which side is more nubby, as I stated. And I seem to like this side. And this side would be the inside part. Okay, so when you're doing it, you want to be sewing on the inside part. Match up your sides. Always knot the bottom of your needle. You're going to match it up. And actually, I'm going to save this for my other, I have another needle threaded. I'm going to use this one because I need the thin one for my little ornament. And what you do is do a chain stitch, as I said. So this is going to go through. Simple as that. And you keep doing that. So you're just putting it right through. Do it one more time so you could see, and then I'm going to go back to the one that's. So you get the loop and you pull it through. And I would do 2 rows. So I would go back over this when you're to the end. Just keep going. If you need to rethread your needle, do that. Okay. So now I'm going to go to this one. And you center where you want to put the ornament. See, by the part here, so you'd want to center it. And you want to turn it back around. You want to turn it so that it is on the good side, because that's where you want to put your ornament. And I have something very pretty, if you can see that. Okay. And you decide which way you want it to go. Take the needle, go into the hole of the charm. Again, make sure you have a knot on the other side. Bring it through. just keep sewing until you feel it's strong on your band. When you feel there's enough sewing, it should feel tight, that it's not. I have to go through 2 loops because there's 2 loops to this charm. Usually just 1 loop for most charms, but this one has 2. So you keep sewing till it's really on very strong. Now, if it was flat, you could also glue something on, but this is not a flat ornament. I would take my glue gun and glue it on also. It's getting harder because there's more thread in there now, and there's 2 holes to go through. But I want to really have it on strong, so I'm going to keep doing it. I tried to adopt a beautiful puppy from a shelter. I hope everyone who wants a dog, instead of going and spending a lot of money, you could save a poor dog or a puppy from, unfortunately, they can't keep these animals that long at a shelter. So please try to adopt at a shelter. And I put an application in. I am just crazy about this little dog, and I just hope that I can, get the dog with my application in time. They might have adopted, someone else might have adopted him. But I put the application in the other day, and it said you have to wait 4 days. So tomorrow will be the 4th day. I'm just hoping that I was in time to get this dog. This dog is precious. It's just a joy for me. I've had prior a collie for 25 years. God bless this dog. It was so healthy, but unfortunately, when my dog was out playing, some of the dogs came. They had a cold, and that caused my dog to get sick. And after all, she was 25 years old, so she could easily pick up something if someone was sick. And then the veterinarian told me from the hospital that I could come. So I will never do that. I will go to a new animal hospital. I will never wait the next morning. I came home from work. It was almost 6, and he was still open, but he didn't want to wait till I got to his office at the animal hospital. So he should have told me go to another animal hospital. Well, I learned my lesson. I know what you have to do. Go to another animal hospital. Don't rely. They don't want to treat your dog. My dog could have been around another 5 years. Well, I'm going to take the dog that I get as soon as I get him right to the animal hospital to be checked right here in West Orange. And I'm looking forward, hopefully, that I get that dog. And please, anyone in your area, you can go to a shelter. There are many shelters in a local area, and there's just so many beautiful dogs that are healthy, happy. Why spend a lot of money and you're saving these poor animals? That if they don't get rescued by us, they'll be put to sleep. So, let's all adopt a pet, and you don't have to buy from a fancy pet store. Still a loving pet. Just check if you have children, though, that they are children friendly. That ask them and find out their history and all that too. And get from a shelter. Well, I hope that they tell me. I just can't wait. I hope it is tomorrow, unless they're counting business days, but it didn't say business days. It just said 4 days, so I'm assuming it's tomorrow. And maybe it is business days, and then I have to wait 2 more days. I can't wait. I want to give love to this little guy. No more, it should be done. Now, I'm making these bracelets for Shop for a Cause for Macy's. Parental World Knowledge is donating the bracelets to artist Barbara Alsou Fine Art Studio. We're doing Shop for a Cause for Macy's, and I'm the president of artist Barbara Alsou Fine Art Studio. We're a 501(c) classified organization for tax purposes, and I donate 50% to Epilepsy Foundation, and I've been doing it for years. So I appreciate if people call us at 973-736-1637 to get a Shop for a Cause ticket, and you get a free bracelet, and as long as supplies last. If not, we have beautiful beaded bracelets. You get 2 of them, and you're going to get 1 free art or poetry lesson, and it's a private lesson. You don't have to be on the air to take our lesson, and it's 9 to 5 Monday through Sunday Eastern Standard Time. So we're in West Orange, New Jersey. So it's really great. Even if you're not living right by us, you have a whole year to use. You can go on vacation and come get the lessons. So either one, poetry or art. So every time you buy a ticket, you get a free lesson, you get a free bracelet while supplies last with the antiques. Or we have beautiful beaded ones too, 2 beaded ones. And you might win the $500 gift prize that you always give at Macy's. Every store across the nation has the Shop for a Cause tickets, and they give the $500 gift certificate from every Macy's store. So hopefully you'll win that too. Now it seems like it's pretty tight. And maybe one more. If I can get it in still. I might not be able to. Yep. And then I'll close it off. Again, it's 973-736-1637. You can reserve your beautiful bracelets here. We have other jewelry too. We have some lovely things, necklaces, and my late aunt, Muriel, she worked for many jewelry stores and she kept buying me jewelry. And God bless her. I mean, I just don't need all this jewelry, so I decided to make bracelets. And this is lovely jewelry. I didn't even wear, I just, made all these bracelets. And you see, I love them myself. I'm wearing one. Now I would make a double knot. Cut off the string. And then we got voila. If you So there's the bracelet. How pretty. That's really beautiful. Now I have also some other band. I like this. This is another stretchy. It has stripes. Again, measure up to your wrist. And cut this away. If you don't have these, go to a sewing store and try to get banded material that stretches. Now you see this side looks like the better side. This is the side that I'd be sewing on. I'm just going to take this thread and use this. Okay. Again, make sure you knot the end. And always do it on the rough side where you're going to sew it. And we have to do the loop through the loop. That's a chain stitch. Keep doing chain stitches till you get to the end, and then you're going to do one more roll of it. I have a nice charm. This is from an antique. It's copper from, if you could see it, but it's from the World's Fair. So it's a really old antique. And that was in New York. Now, I didn't attend that, but my brother did. And I remember when he was there with all those people, there were many, many thousands of people. And this poor young lady lost her contact. And my brother was on his knees trying to find this contact for this poor girl. Oh my gosh. And I believe he did find it, but it was a miracle, with all those people. But where could you lose it? You had to lose it in the World's Fair. Of course. He was a total stranger, and he helped. Remember, put the thread into the loop, do your chain stitch. And if you need and you don't want to hurt your hand, you get a thimble. You put the thimble on, and then you're not feeling the needle. Now, I'm okay without it, but if you have sensitive skin doing this, I'd suggest you get a thimble in a sewing store. if you don't have a ready one at home. It's a little metal thimble. Looks like a little teeny cup. That's what the thimble is. Will help you in a sewing store. And I have to go back over. Just one more row. If you run out of thread, you can always re-thread your needle. Just make a double knot if you have to get more thread. I just made it. Just tie a knot. And double it. I think I'll do one more time because this material is very thick. I'll try to do one more. I just don't want it to unravel. Do it a third time finally. All right, now you're going to have to put your charm on the good side and even it up, and then you can see it goes here. And then you put the right side. I want it right up to the top. And see? And I could rethread my big one because I don't need the small one for this. Now they have needles that are already threaded. It's unbelievable. It's just like a loop, and you don't even have to go through threading like this. It's just a loop, and it's already threaded. So if you can't thread a needle, especially if you have a very thin needle. The little thicker ones are easier. Okay, and we're just going to double knot the bottom. And one more time. Okay. We have this nice charm. Just keep doing it until you know it's really on snug. And it's a little difficult to get through because it's almost completely sewed on. But you want to be sure. When you feel it, you can't get it through anymore. Now I'm going to make double knot. On the back part. With the thick material this is, I think I'll even do a triple, as I said before. But normally it's just a double. But this is very thick. We have another bracelet. There you go. And it's copper. It's hard to see. You know, my camera's not so clear right now. But it's beautiful. So we made 2 bracelets already. Now, you know, you also can use some antique buttons. Look at this. This is beautiful. Well, there's all kinds of charms. I have this gold one. It's pretty. I have another button. I love this button. It has an eagle on it. So, you know, you really, and it's antique. It's an antique gold button. It's beautiful. And I'm going to need, let's see, these are the ones that are done. And I want I think blue, because I have nice, you know, it's like royal military. So blue. So I have a blue material. Again, this is stretchy. Well, it's time to go. We'll have to do some more tomorrow. And I know it's taking an hour, so I've got to do this an hour ahead. This is unbelievable. I'm so sorry. I thought a half hour would be suffice because now I have business Comcast, but it just takes me an hour to get back on the air once I turn the computer on. So I thought that there wouldn't be a problem, but it said, kept saying, error. Couldn't get on. It was healing prayer for all people out there. And I'm praying that we won't have problems because I want to help all the people in the world with enjoyment of doing art. And we want to do this show because we want to increase people in technical fields. Truly, if you're doing fine arts, it definitely helps. It inspires you to continue in the technical field if you're in college right now, or if you're in a position that you just started. It would definitely help you. So we're going to continue doing our daily weekday shows. And again, I'm going to have to start earlier. I did not realize it would take me about an hour to get on, even with business Comcast. But at least we're on. With the other personal account, I couldn't even get on. we've been struggling to try to get on. Very, very few shows of ours got on. So at least we're getting on. We're making a marked improvement, but I didn't think it would be still a struggle. All right, well, I'm looking forward, no matter how hard it is, I'm looking forward every day to be with you and all people around the world. Please sign up to Google Hangouts and Parental World Knowledge, because this is how you can get this free art show. And we're going to be doing other things too, cooking, etc. And, I hope that you will join us daily. Thank you so much again, and you have a wonderful night. Bye now.